Hello, welcome back. Lovely to have your company as ever. We are talking reposition cruises right now. I always find this really, really interesting that ships, although they are a moving being, they have homes, don't they? They have homes for the summer and then they go away for the winter.
They do,
which is
like birds.
Remarkable, yeah. They migrate to somewhere.
And whales.
Yeah. It's fascinating. I just find it fascinating. And what we do is obviously the cruise lines, when, let's say, for instance, a ship has spent the summer going in and out of Barcelona.
Yeah.
And then it's going to Miami for the winter to get a bit of a suntan in the winter. It's bizarre, isn't it? Because it's a ship. But that one cruise that takes the ship from Barcelona back home to Miami could just go empty, couldn't it, pretty much? Could just go with the crew.
Exactly.
And that'd be it. But actually, wouldn't that be a nice holiday? Because actually you get more sea time, you get more enjoyment time, and generally speaking, the value is massive, and there are some nice perks to be had by, homing in on one of those reposition cruises.
Yeah, like you said, you can get some of the best deals on reposition cruises. So I love a reposition cruise. I really do. I've done many over the years and I've just thought, actually, they're some of my favourites.
Yeah, because you don't have the pressure of missing out on ports as much, do you?
And when you do get to a port, you really enjoy it and you relish it.
Yeah.
Because there might be a little bit longer till you wait to get there. But that just means you can enjoy the ship to its utmost.
Yeah. We've got some
nice
crackers for you in this show, actually. We've got one coming up in May. We're on MSC Musica, which is going from Durban in South Africa to Venice, but it's doing it over 28 leisurely nights, which sounds really, really cool. Lovely.
Yeah, it does. We've got March 2023, where you fly to Dubai to join the Costa Firenze for 20 nights of cruising to Rome. All inclusive.
Sounds all right to me. Yes. Very, very nice indeed. And plus, in May, now this is a real boon, actually, we've got Virgin Voyages' third ship, the Resilient Lady, apt name.
Oh, hello.
Apt name. She's taking an 11-night adventure from Lisbon to Puerto Rico in the Caribbean, and that also has a 3-night stay included as well. So the value on that is absolutely huge, because if you've been testing out Virgin on some of their kind of staycation cruises lately out of Southampton, then you might well want more from them, and they've got a lot more to offer as well. So we've got lots to look forward to in this show, but let's go back to the top of the list, shall we, which is a bit of South Africa. I've never been to South Africa.
Yeah, I've been once, but I'd like to explore it more. So your trip's going to be South Africa and the Indian Ocean, and you're going to be going from Durban to Venice. It is 28 nights, and you are leaving on the 8th of May. So you're going to fly from the UK to Durban, where you actually get a hotel stay for 2 nights. So this is your time to enjoy a safari. You have enough time to go to safari parks and actually really enjoy that experience. There's loads to see and do in downtown Durban. It's a really hustling, bustling city as well. Beautiful beaches, botanic gardens, wonderful birds, orchid house. You can wander and enjoy along the promenade. But of course, as we know, South Africa is so well known for its incredible wildlife. So you can't afford to miss, and they have a wonderful aquarium too. You can't afford to miss your chance of going to some of those wildlife parks, which you can easily just pick up a trip and go and enjoy. Oh, great food in South Africa as well. Yeah, really good stuff.
Yes, they do. They do a lot of outdoor cooking as well, don't they, in South Africa?
Yes, and I can't remember the name. Pan. It's like got a strange name I can't think of.
Yes.
A braai. Yes.
They do.
Barbecue. Oh, then you're going to enjoy the MSC Musica for a 24-night amazing stay.
So you really get to know a ship then, I guess, over 3 weeks worth of cruise. Fantastic.
Oh my gosh, that is a long time now. I love to do a cruise that long. Brilliant. Beautiful, elegant Swarovski staircases line the atrium. You've got a real international vibe on board MSC. So you get to meet people from all over the world. And also the food, the cuisine is going to match in with that as well. So if you want Italian or Greek or French or any of those cuisines, you'll find a little bit of everything on board. Lovely live entertainment and lots of lounges with bars and restaurants. Of course, lots of lounges with the entertainment in them. Sushi sashimi, great casino, and the live shows are super fun. Very Vegas.
Yes.
You know, very kind of over the top Vegas, exciting. You've got aerial performers on there as well. The Q32 disco. Oh, live cooking demonstrations. If you fancy yourself as a bit of an Italian chef as well.
Fabulous.
Definitely worth enjoying those activities. You have plenty of time to do it as well.
Nice.
Then
so we start with 3 days at sea, actually,
yes,
which is great.
We do. We start with 3 days at sea, and we're going to head to La Possession Reunion, Port Louis, Mauritius, and you will have an overnight in port. Now, Mauritius is a really multicultural island. My friends just moved out there, actually. Amazing place. You've got the Pamplemousse Botanical Gardens, the Black River Georges National Park, and of course at night you can get some great food and drink downtown. You can then spend some time at sea before you head to Aqaba, Jordan. Now, this is the place to visit your once-in-a-lifetime experience of the hidden city of Petra. It's an absolute must. You can also go to the Wadi Rum Desert if you want to do a desert safari, but at Petra, my goodness. Then, I'm a bit jealous of this, you're going to transit the Suez Canal. This is, one of the lifelong memories you'll take of your cruise. The 120-mile canal links to the Mediterranean and Red Sea, of course. That will take us all the way to Katakolon, Greece, where you can, of course, it's the place to go and visit Olympia, amazing architectural, historical site, and the museum there as well. I love Greek ruins, amazing to see that. And then Kotor, Montenegro, I loved this city. Lovely thing to do in Kotor is actually climb, if you can, to the top of the fort for the most spectacular views over Kotor, and see the city walls and the Cathedral of St. Tryphon as well. Off the beaten track, this place. And then we're moving on to Split, Croatia, another one of my favorites. I do adore Croatia. Lots to see and do. This is a really amazing historical city to visit. Great food and entertainment too. Then we're going to come off the ship in Venice, Italy, and disembark for a one-night hotel stay in Venice as well. So you get to see Piazza San Marco, take a ride on a gondola, wander around, see the Rialto Bridge, take in some great shopping and just the vibrant atmosphere of this incredible city on the water.
I love Venice.
Isn't it magical?
It forces you to be a bit patient as well, because sometimes when you need to go from one place to the other, you can't just get a bus or hail a taxi. You have to get a water ride in some way, and that can take some time. And it actually forces you to slow down a little bit, because it's just such a fascinating place, isn't it?
There's nowhere like Venice.
No. It's completely unique, isn't it?
It's almost like going on. I always felt like when you take the train in, and you might not be doing that, but when you take the train in, it's like you're going onto a cloud.
Yes.
It is the strangest but coolest thing ever. And if you've never been, you're going to fall in love. If you've been a million times, there's never enough time in Venice.
It's like a world of its own, isn't it? Completely. Yeah. And you'll fly back from Venice, of course, after a one-night hotel stay on that one. This is absolutely brilliant. And the other great thing about this is not only just how far you're travelling, what you're doing across those travels as well, is that you start off with the long flight, you get that out of the way, you're flying all the way out to South Africa, you've got some time to stay there as well in Durban before you start the cruise, which is a nice relaxed way of getting yourself in with the right time zone, etc. And then you've got this very, very relaxed cruise. It has plenty of sea time, which is lovely, because again, it does force you to relax a little bit and slow down and remember, oh yeah, even though I'm doing all of this adventurous adventurous kind of finding out and discovering, I am on holiday too, so you actually do need to chill and relax for that. But then at the end of the holiday, you're in Venice, and that's relatively close to home, so it's just a very, very short flight. What is it, 2 or 3 hours from Venice, isn't it, back to the UK, which is lovely. So it feels like you've sort of front-loaded all of the main travelling, which I like. Anyway, price tag, let's talk about that, because you're probably thinking, well, he's waffling on now, so it must be £6,000 each. Let's have a look. No, far from that. Less than £2,000 per person, and that's why these reposition cruises are such amazing value for money, because you get more cruise for less money. It's as simple as that. And there's a lot more to this holiday as well, like those couple of nights in Durban. All the flights, by the way, are included in that price tag. And I had to, when Jo was talking about joining us, I showed her an example of the couple of the deals that we did, and she went, how do we sort out the flights? What happens there? I'm like, yeah, they're all in our prices already. Here's the details. It's good, this one, isn't it? I mean, really, really, really super good. I love the fact as well that you do have that overnight in Mauritius, because that does feel Have you been?
No, I haven't. It's a real paradisical place. Like,
Feels like a
like I
place
said,
of
my
dreams.
friend's just moved there, and it's been there a year now. She's so in love with it. And she said, look, it's so lovely because you've got a lot of, it's multicultural. You've got the gorgeous sugar canes, you've got the lovely mountains to visit, and the beaches are pristine and perfect. And I've been so jealous of the videos she's been sending.
She's moved to Mauritius.
I know.
Now that's some kind of friend to block, isn't it? Goodbye.
Tell me about it. See ya.
That's amazing. Listen, if you want more information on this, of course, just give us a call. You can go onto the website, of course, at cruisefirst.tv, or you can give us a call on 0800 953 4700. If you do call us, you must still visit the website because there is plenty there to see.
When you log on to cruisefirst.tv, you're opening up the virtual brochure on over 20,000 cruise holidays. If you've seen a cruise on TV, just search the cruise reference number to find out more details, upgrade options, and to book. If you're looking for inspiration, you can search by cruise line, including Royal Caribbean, Celebrity Cruises, Norwegian Cruise Line, Princess, and P&O. Or search by cruise type, date, departure port, destination, or browse our late and hot deals. With cruises available from only £50 per person deposit, log on to www.cruisefirst.tv. Your next dream holiday is only a click away. Cruise First, second to none.
Not yet, though, Joe. Do it later. Do it later.
just having a sneak peek. Just a little.
It's got to be done. It's absolutely got to be done. It's great, actually, because you've worked in the cruise industry for a long time, or alongside the cruise industry and in and on. And, you know, it's like difficult to describe all of the roles because Joe's had many, many roles in the cruise industry over the years. So it's quite nice almost to see it from the other side of the fence right now, because you're looking at this a bit more like our audience are as well, and just marvelling in the price tags and kind of going, oh, actually, yeah, that would be a really nice, relaxing holiday. Never mind the working. Let's go and enjoy it as the holiday. Yeah. Because you've watched people enjoying cruise holidays a lot, haven't you?
And I've watched people paying a lot of money for cruises too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. But this is going to be, I mean, you're so off the beaten track. You're so far away on this trip, and yet the price is tiny.
Absolutely. Right, let's do our second one on one of the relatively new ships to arrive from Costa. And whenever there is a new arrival, whenever there is a Costa ship on the horizon, my word, you know about it. They are big, they are grand. They certainly make an entrance, don't they?
Absolutely. And they've just done a multi-billion-pound overhaul as well of the business, so this is going to be exciting stuff. And you're heading off on an all-inclusive Dubai to Rome 21-night trip on the 16th of March 2023. Now, so a little bit into the future, but definitely time to plan and look forward to it. It's lovely to have things in the diary, I think, as you were saying earlier. Now we can put those travel plans in place. You're going to be flying from the UK to Dubai, where you actually enjoy an overnight in port. So you get to become acquainted with this incredible city in the desert. You're actually going to have 2 nights in port in Dubai. So whilst you're in Dubai, you can go on and do a desert safari, of course, on the dunes, which is something that they're quite famous for. You can do a camel ride. You can go off and enjoy some of this incredible world-class shopping at the Dubai Mall.
That's going to save you as well. I mean, I imagine that hotels prices in Dubai are probably a pretty penny, I would imagine. I've never been myself, but having 2 extra nights on the ship means at least that is saving you some hotel spend, and you can enjoy and get to know this fabulous ship.
Yeah, exactly. This ship is inspired by the grandiosity of Italian masterpieces from the Renaissance era, and you really get that Italian flair with Costa. You do feel like you kind of, you know, are on a floating version of Europe or Italy. And the food is, of course, master Italian chefs. You got the teppanyaki, where they actually cook over a live hot plate. That's very cool. Love that. Frutti della Mare restaurant, Vassia restaurant as well. So many different beautiful wining and dining experiences to enjoy. I mean, you are spoilt for choice on Costa. Now, you've also got a very cool glass roof, which features a huge swimming pool, water slides, a rock climbing wall, and a sports deck area as well. There are 13 restaurants to choose from. That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah,
and I don't even know if I'd visit that many different ones in a year.
You do need that, though, sometimes, don't you? And remember, you're on board for 20 nights, so you do want that. You don't want to be going to the same restaurant night after night. You can do if you want to, absolutely. If you find one you love, just keep going back. But it's nice to have the variety, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's a spice of life after all. Oh, and shopping. Yes, so tax and duty-free shopping, particularly now on the cruise ships. A lot of companies have expanded so massively. It's not just one store, it's boutique after boutique after boutique. And of course you are getting exclusive price points as well. And you're all inclusive.
Even better.
Yes.
That sounds fantastic.
So what's included? Everything.
Say again?
What's included in the all-inclusive? Just drinks, food?
Well,
gratuities?
drinks, all-inclusive is the drinks, of course. You're already full board.
Gosh.
So all-inclusive is adding your drinks to that, which is really, really good.
Brilliant.
Now, of course, we mentioned that the first couple of nights we stay in Dubai. We're on the ship, but we stay in Dubai. So here's a little kind of snapshot, if you like, of life in Dubai. It surprises me as well because everyone thinks about it being this kind of modern metropolis, which it is, but of course because it has its origins in a little fishing village, there is still that very traditional side to Dubai as well, like camel rides and things like that, which you don't necessarily expect when you say Dubai, do you really?
No, you don't. And of course, you can see all the modern skyscrapers as well, but the traditional buildings and the mosques are beautiful. But a lovely thing to do is to, of course, go and see the souks, gold souks, great deals on gold and things like that, and the Dubai Mall. So you're going to be cruising out of Dubai, and your first port of call is going to be Abu Dhabi. So this is where you can go and see the Emirates Palace and the observation deck 300 at the Etihad Towers as well. Then we're on to a day at sea, a relaxing day at sea, and Muscat, Oman. Now this is a great place to go and visit the Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque, the Royal Opera House, and then we're back on board for 2 relaxing days at sea before we reach Salalah, Oman. Now this is again full of museums and heritage, and you've also got some great caves to visit there. On to Aqaba in Jordan for your once-in-a-lifetime trip to Petra if you choose that, but there's so many other things to do in Jordan as well. Piraeus, Greece. So we're hopping, of course, we have a few days at sea and then we're in Piraeus, Greece. Now, this is the gateway to go and see the Acropolis, of course, in Athens and so much more. And then we have a day at sea. We are off to Palermo, Italy after that. Lots of beautiful things to see and do. Olive oil tour is a top favourite amidst guests, and the Piazza Pretoria also. And finally, we're on to Civitavecchia, which is the port of Rome, where you get off the ship. And then you fly home.
Sounds wonderful. I tell you what, you would have had such a lovely holiday by then. I mean, you've got 3 weeks away on this one. I love it. And the great thing is, it's pretty much all cruise as well, which I love. Getting onto this ship where you have 2 overnights on board in Dubai, I think is spectacular because you can dip into the glamour. I don't know why, I just feel like it's a place where you can smell money in the air. You know what I mean? It feels like that kind of place. But of course, in the evening, you can go and have a little taste of that during the day, go and do, little bits and pieces and shopping, amazing shopping. Some of the world's biggest shopping malls are in Dubai. But then of an evening, you come back to the relative affordability of your cruise with your drinks included as well. So that's going to feel good, being in a place like that, but not paying for a place like that, if that makes sense. And then your fabulous cruise, which is taking you here, there, and absolutely everywhere. This is amazing, by the way. Now, we are looking to the future. It's March 2023, but we can do this for a low deposit. A 20% deposit will get your place on the holiday all secured, which is brilliant because it might be, that the timings aren't great right now financially to, get the holidays booked. Although conversely, a lot of you have lots of cancelled plans that need making up for. So let's do that with this. All inclusive, remember, and your flights at $1,899 per person. This is really, really amazing value for money. Now, bear in mind that you are already all inclusive, and you might have been expecting a higher price tag for all inclusive for the length of the cruise. So should we think about a treat on the cabin then? Yeah, let's have a look. Oh yeah, look, see? It's not that much further at all, is it? So you've got, if you want to go for balcony, an extra $399, and that's it. You have a balcony cabin. Ocean view, just an extra $199. It's up to you. You're all inclusive no matter which grade you go for.
Yeah.
Normally the perks only come when you go higher, but here you've got it all.
Yeah, that's
including your flights. And you can do this for a deposit now of just 20%. And don't ask me to work out what that is, because there's absolutely it's about £400, isn't it? You could put that down as a deposit right now.
380.
I did manage to do that.
About 380.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, really good, isn't it? So if you fancy that, then just give us a call. 0800 953 4700 is our telephone number. We always love to hear from you, of course, and here's the various ways you can get in touch.
Send us your questions and comments. Email studio@cruisefirst.tv. Like us on Facebook to share your holiday snaps and reviews. Follow us on Twitter to get involved and share your views. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch our latest shows, plus exclusive online video content. Keep up to date with the world of cruising with the latest news and advice on our blog. Plus, join our mailing list online and we'll make sure you're kept up to date with the latest deals. Cruise First, second to none.
Fabulous. Yes, do get in touch with us. And don't forget, on our YouTube channel, you get all of the extra little content as well, because as well as our sad farewell to Emma and, our little show which tells you where she's gone, we've got the same for Hello Joe and a welcome Joe.
Farewell, you've got the same.
No.
Farewell, Joe.
No, you're staying.
Yeah,
you're absolutely staying. Now, something I've been, Joe knows the cruise industry inside and out, having worked with it for many, many years with very different cruise lines as well. So I was very, very happy to be able to share with you a new cruise line, a new kid on the block, if you like,
yes.
Virgin Voyages, and they are very, very bright, very, very vibrant. Of course, if Richard Branson has got his stamp on it, then it's certainly not going to be just another cruise, is it? Absolutely spectacular. What you're looking at here is the footage from Scarlet Lady. They have 3 ships in the fleet: Scarlet Lady, Valiant Lady, and the 3rd edition, aptly named after everything that's happened in the world, Resilient Lady.
They've waited a long time to hit the sea as well.
Yeah.
They kept trying to do their inaugural, and of course it kept getting cancelled.
Yeah. Well, I was there before. I think it was in February, wasn't it, of the 2020. I went on for the day just before it was the big hurrah was about to happen, and the big launch in Miami. And of course, a few days later, everything changed in the world, so that got changed as well. But I tell you what, amazing ships, and of course, so much value is already rolled into your cruise, which is brilliant. So they do. Wi-Fi is a given, because they kind of say, well, actually, you know what? It's something that everybody needs these days. So
yes,
why is it a
£900 a cruise?
Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't have to be. All the dining is included as well, including the gunbae there, which is the Korean barbecue. They do a lot of sort of grab and go street food as well, so you can have just light and easy. Because I think Virgin is it's all about having great fun. It's all about it is for the young at heart. I'm not saying it's specifically for the young, but for the young at heart, absolutely. They have a live DJ in the atrium, which is really, really great fun. They do something called a drag brunch as well, where you can. You're not paying for an entry, but you can get politely insulted by one of the drag queens and enjoy a fabulous brunch. There's a really, really good gym there as well. I was surprised how sort of well equipped and how big and wonderful.
Well, they own gyms, don't they? Too?
Yeah.
So
and everyone's into that kind of thing these days, don't they?
Especially when
you're
on a
cruise.
Right
thing. Virgin Voyages is spectacular, and this is really, really nice actually, because we're doing Portugal and the Canaries to Puerto Rico, and it starts by flying you out to Lisbon on the 1st of November next year, and then let's go on an 11-night cruise, first port of call into Madeira, which is lovely, and then around the Canaries. Gran Canaria, I love, Joe.
Oh yeah, the thing is, these are really lovely volcanic islands too. So you just always get that warmth all year round. Then we're on to Tenerife, where you can go and see Mount Teide, which is the volcano. Don't worry, it's not. Well, it is active. It might be active.
It's not at the moment. It's the one on La Palma at the moment, isn't it? And then we go across the Atlantic, and here we are in Puerto Rico.
Oh, beautiful! You get a 3-night stay in Puerto Rico as well.
Have you stayed there before?
I have. I've stayed in San Juan, and I've also visited many times for the day. I adore San Juan. It is like little Europe of the Caribbean. You've got that incredible, lush tropical weather. Beautiful fort to see views of the island, but it must be explored. You'll have enough time with 3 days too. There's the fort there, where you can go to the beach, but you can also enjoy the ambiance of just wandering downtown, getting lost in the little winding streets, and just really drinking in this magical place.
It looks absolutely incredible, and you are there for a 3-night stay, aren't you? Which is really nice. What a lovely way to sort of round off that holiday. And of course, you're out there in the Caribbean, so there are other potentials as well. If you want to, rather than flying straight back from Puerto Rico back to the UK, there are other opportunities that you can take while you're out in the Caribbean as well. But let's keep as it is in the package at the moment. At the end of the holiday is 3 nights in San Juan, and then you fly back to the UK, because I think you'll be very impressed that you've got an 11-night Virgin voyage out of this and a 3-night stay in Puerto Rico for this price tag. Now, this was really shocking, and you won't find this on the websites and whatever. We were even looking the other day, actually. What we've got here is something super special, because this is a repositioning cruise for this ship. So you've got more sea time on it, but I tell you what, your number of nights on Virgin and just how much is in this holiday is exceptional for that price tag. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's go to the details just quickly. Now, of course, Virgin Voyages don't have ocean views and balconies. They have sea views and sea terraces. And you know your balconies, oh, I forgot to tell you this, on the balconies on the Virgin Voyages, you don't have just, like a couple of chairs. You've got a hammock.
What?
Yeah.
You got your own hammock?
It's Virgin, isn't it? It's Virgin, isn't it? So if you want to go up to your sea view, which is ocean view, £99 per person. If you want to go up to your sea terrace, which is your balcony, £199 per person for you on top. Which I tell you what, it's not bad going at all. Even if you added a balcony to that, that's pretty good value for money. Bear in mind how much value is built in as well, in all the dining being included, etc. Right, listen, blimey, we've run out of time again. Let's go back and have a look at what we've enjoyed over this half hour, just in case you missed the start of the show. We started with that big 28-nighter, South Africa and the Indian Ocean, starting off with a couple of nights in Dubai there. The whole thing starts on the 8th of May, and it's 28 nights all told, from just $1,899 per person. Amazing.
Absolutely. And then we moved to an all-inclusive Dubai to Rome experience on the Costa Firenze. 21 nights departing 16th of March 2023 from just $1,899 per person.
Yeah, with the 2 overnights in Dubai on that one as well. Very nice. And then the one we just looked at with Virgin Voyages there, Portugal and the Canaries out to Puerto Rico in the Caribbean. How beautiful. 14 nights going on the 1st of November from just $1,399 per person. And I think that whole show just gives you an idea of these reposition cruises. When a cruise goes to its new home for the summer or the winter or whichever way around it is, that one cruise that takes it from one home to another, we can get in there and make it a real massive value holiday. They are amazing, aren't they?
Well, and it's a fraction of the price that you should be spending on going on a brand new ship like that. So it's absolutely amazing. You've got to snap it up.
Absolutely. We'll be back with more before you know it. See you later. Bye-bye.
See you soon.